Good morning, good afternoon, good day, boys and girls. Today is October 1st, and we are going to go ahead and talk about bodies of water today. So last week we talked about landforms, we talked about mountains, hills, or valleys. We're going to move into bodies of water and talk about the direction water flows and some different actual bodies of water. So we're going to take a look at a book and some maps, and let's get started by talking about lakes. A lake is a large body of mainly still water. It is freshwater. That means that it is not salty the way the ocean water is. A lake is mainly contained. Rivers and streams flow to or from lakes. They feed the lake, and they may empty. So let's take a picture or a look at this picture here. This illustration of a lake here. We have two different lakes. Lakes are really big bodies of water. They're still, okay? They're not flowing bodies, and they're really, really big. They're not as big as an ocean, but they're big bodies of water. Most lakes are made by nature. Some lakes are made by people. Either way, many people enjoy spending time at lakes. So you might have possibly gone swimming once at a lake. Let's take a look at another body of water. So ponds. A pond is a small lake. It is made of fresh water. Many plants and animals live there. Frogs and ducks are happy there. It is a common spot for bugs too. Okay, so I want you to understand that lakes are really big bodies of water. Ponds are very similar to lakes. They're freshwater usually, and they're not moving, but they're also much, much smaller. So we have big body, lake, small body, pond. And now let's talk about some moving, flowing bodies of water. Let's move into, we're going to skip wetlands and we're going to go right to rivers. A river is a water body that follows a path. It flows, keep in mind that word, flows toward a larger body of water. The river may end underground or it may dry out. Some rivers are wide, some are narrow. There are no rules about the size of the river. So a river is always going to be moving, okay? It's going to be flowing. Here, take a look at this illustration right here that I'm using with my cursor. You can kind of see that it's moving, and it's always going to be flowing in what direction. Think about what direction the water's going to be flowing. It's going to be flowing downward, and we're going to take a look at that on our map in a few minutes. And now let's talk about streams. Are streams and rivers different? Not really, although people often think of streams as being smaller than rivers. Okay, so streams. You need to know this for your exit ticket. Streams are simply smaller than rivers. They're flowing bodies of water, but much, much smaller. Let's take a look at our maps here. So we have about 4 or 5 different maps on this page, and I want you to take a look at map number 1 right now. Map number 1 shows we have 2 landforms up here. We have a mountain and another mountain, a little bit of a valley here, and then we have these blue lines. What do you think these blue lines represent? Rivers, possibly even streams, most likely rivers. These are pretty big here, and they're going to be flowing down. Remember, our mountains here are elevated. They're raised bodies of land, so they're going to start up here, and they're going to flow downward, always flowing to the lowest point, which in fact here it looks like they're going to be flowing right to the ocean. Let's take a look at map number 3 as well. Notice the color that the river or stream is, in this case, most likely river, is going to be blue, and it's always flowing downward to that big body of water, possibly a lake. Map number 4, map number 5, I simply want to show you again, once again, take a look at the color of our body of water. It's clearly blue, so we know it is a river or stream, and just a body of water in general. So one more time, let's go over what you need to know. Lakes are large bodies of water that do not move. Really big body of water doesn't move. Ponds are smaller than lakes. Very similar. They don't move. Rivers are large bodies of water that flow, and they usually flow into a lake, a pond, or even the ocean, but they're always moving. Whoops. And streams. Streams are much smaller than rivers, and they're always flowing bodies of water. So you can hop on to Seesaw and complete your exit ticket now.